Markus Schomer is with us now. He is the chief economist at Pinebridge Investments, and Markus is one of the most, is the most accurate forecaster of existing home sales. He is joining us right now in the newsroom. Markus, you are what we call a Bloomberg best because you get the data right. Even you were surprised, though, by just how bad this data was in the past 2 days. So just how worried should we be? I mean, can housing really get worse?
Yeah, I think the new home sales number is what surprised everybody. A 32% drop in 1 month. We haven't seen that before. That's a record decline. We're now down to a record low. Clearly, a lot of that was payback for about a 25% increase in the prior 2 months. I think there's a huge amount of effects here from the expiration of the first-time homebuyer credit. So I think it will take a few more months to get a better picture of the underlying demand in the housing market.
You suggest the government maybe should bring back a third round of this first-buyer home credit, but would it really make a difference? I mean, a housing recovery can't really be driven by first-time buyers alone.
No, and what we've seen now, this is the second installment already. We've seen that what happens is home buyers bring forward purchases, but after the expiration of the credit, there's a huge drop-off in demand. So this only works if there's something at the other end of that bridge, and I don't see anything right now. I think the underlying demand and the underlying fundamentals in the housing market remain very, very weak.
So basically that tax credit is not really helping so much on the upside, it's more a limiting on the downside.
It would help if there was something on the other side that could take on demand once the government's incentives expire. We saw the same thing in the auto market when cash for clunkers expired. But if you look at the underlying demand, that's the real problem. We have near record low mortgage rates. We have almost record affordability. We have house prices that compared to incomes are back at the lower level of where we were before the housing boom. So in theory, this is the right time to buy a home.
What about the recovery, the timing? I heard you say even with all these positive factors, all these reasons to buy, you don't really see any strength. Where's the true recovery? Where does it start? A year out?
I think it will take another year. The problem is, I think right now we're at the peak of this initial recovery that we've seen in the U.S. economy, and at Pinebridge Investments, we're actually forecasting growth to fall back below 2% in the second half and in the beginning of next year. And I think that slowdown is already being reflected in financial markets, and I think that slowdown will extend the weakness in housing into the spring of next year.
And last question here, Markus, what about inventory? I mean, what is the role that that's playing in this absence of demand? Are there just too many properties out there?
Oh, there's way too many properties. I mean, delinquency rates haven't even started improving yet. We're peaking right now. There's still a wave of foreclosures in the market, a wave of inventories coming to the market, and that will retard construction spending for more than the year. I think housing demand will be weak.
Markus, we thank you very much. Markus Schomer saying there that we will not see a housing recovery for the next year. He is the chief economist at Pinebridge Investments.